Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is late, it's 10:30-ish, Wednesday the 5th of July 2023, 26 degrees Celsius, humidity is at 88%, it's been raining, it's been storming all day, 79 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 84, 85
The latest
degrees.
weather forecast app.
I've been fighting a headache most of the day. It's what the storms do to me sometimes. Feeling better now, so it's all good. But really didn't do a whole lot of anything. Last night I kind of puttered around. I got a couple things packed away, reorganized. I'm really enjoying being able to spread out like I am. But this place is kind of, I don't know how to put it, not spooky. It just doesn't seem right without all the pandemonium of the kids all the time. So even when the oldest gets home from work, he just goes back to his room and hibernates. So anyhow, oh man. Let's see. I was talking yesterday. Said something about the washer and dryer. The modern appliances and this, that, and the other. They're complicated, and I don't understand why they need to be complicated. Okay, I figured it out. It was a pain in the neck. Like I said, with mine at home, you put a dial, you turn the dial, and it says, regular wash, and you push a button, and it does what you want it to do. I've got small, medium, and large. Although small load's got to be like 2 t-shirts or something. Pretty much the same thing with the dryer. You put it on, for an hour and push a button and walk away from it. So, oh, excuse me, drink's way over here. So, and a lot of things are that way. Dishwashers. It's not just, close it and push wash. It's got, it's got to ask you all these different questions. And anyway, I was just watching one of the videos one of the channels that I watch a lot of, Matt's Off-Road Recovery. They do, they're out in the Utah area, and they're out climbing these giant rocky mountains in their vehicles and rescuing other vehicles and whatnot. And tonight they went out and they had to rescue this big Sprinter van, a big Mercedes bread truck van converted to a camper. Expensive rig. Probably, I'm not even going to shouldn't even really guess, but 180,000 plus. And all-wheel drive, and useless as a screen door in a submarine. The engineers, they put all these computer things in, and like when you walk up to it and you got your key in your pocket, the seat adjusts to you and the mirrors adjust to you and it starts and the climate control comes on. I don't know if this van does that or not, but vehicles in general, it's the type stuff that they're doing nowadays. But if you get the vehicle just a little bit off timber, it shuts off. It won't let you do anything. Well, if you're trying to drive up a mountain road and it gets a little bit off center, and you've been like trying to keep it on that road and go up that road, and it just shuts itself down and says, "Don't think so." That's dangerous. It's stupid dangerous. it might be stupid going up that Rocky Mountain Road, which they probably shouldn't have been on in the first place, but for the vehicle to override the human's input, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why somebody would buy something that won't do exactly everything that you want it to do. Oh, well, you can rewrite the codes, and no. Do away with all that nonsense. It's not needed, especially not in situations like that. Or, for that matter, driving down the road. New cars today can hit the brakes if they think you're too close to somebody. And I think I mentioned this the other day. If you're on the road and you're coming up on a car and you see another car here and you kind of speed up a little bit, you might get a little closer than that computer wants you to before you change lanes, and the computer shuts you down. So, what if you'd already started your maneuver? Now you're cutting somebody off and slowing down in front of them. No. My vehicle's an 06, so it's almost 20 years old, and it'll do that to me. Maybe not the same thing, but it's got traction control, and I'll be, on a rainy road going around a curve or something, and you've got it, you know what you're doing, and the computer says, and shuts you down. It's like putting on the brake. That has almost put me into a slide several times, where I had it, and the computer said, "Yeah, we don't think so," and then I could feel the back end, but I've got no throttle response. I can't drive out of it because the computer shut me down. And that's, like I said, almost a 20-year-old vehicle. So, vehicles nowadays, I don't know. My daughter's Suburban. You get to 100 miles an hour, it'll shut you down. Okay, I shouldn't be driving 100 miles an hour, but that's not the point. It shouldn't have the override capabilities. And now they're trying to get autonomous vehicles out there. Tesla's got some. There's some big trucks out there. A couple other electric vehicles that can drive without you touching them. There's also been numerous accidents caused by autonomous vehicles. There's one, I can't remember the name of the company, but a company designing electric vehicles, big electric vehicles, like semi-truck vehicles, and they were running autonomous. They had human drivers as backup, but the computer overrode them and crashed. There were a couple of fatalities. So that company is now going out of business. But I don't know. My thing is, like the van on Matt's off-road recovery. The money they spent on that, if they really wanted to get off-road, they could have spent the money on an older vehicle and totally reconditioned it, the drivetrain, and built something inside nicer than what you're going to get from most of the camping companies. Now, granted, when you open the door, it looks gorgeous, but it's all paper. It's very thin materials. Maybe not actually paper, but it looks nice, but the longevity isn't there. So my thing is, like, if you're going to take out a loan for that kind of money, take out that money and build something. If you're going to buy a brand new 2023 Peterbilt with all the nonsense in it, the DEF and the computers and all that stuff, take that money, buy an older rig, and repower it. Rebuild the entire the suspension, rebuild the drivetrain, rewire it. Most likely you can do it cheaper than buying a new vehicle, and it will work better, it will perform better, it will work longer, and you can probably repair it yourself. Nowadays, if something goes wrong, you can't fix it. You have to take it in and let a certified mechanic go in and fix it. Even something as simple as replacing a bulb, a headlight. You can replace the headlight, but then you have to go into the computer and get the computer to recognize the new headlight. So you can't just replace a headlight. You need to be a computer expert or have the computer knowledge to do it. And again, that might be an exaggeration, but not by much. Not by much. I had that problem with the key in my Trailblazer. Again, it's an 06, 20 years old. I had a new key cut, and the new key, it worked the ignition, but it wouldn't start the truck, start the truck, because the computer had to be retrained, I guess. I don't know. You had to put the key in, turn it, take the key, turn it back off, turn it to accessory, turn it back, take it out, put the key in, turn it on, turn it back, turn it to accessory, take it out, put it in, take it out, put it in. And then it would start the truck. What? Crazy stuff. I think that was the steps. I don't know, that was a couple years ago. But I know it was aggravating. And like I said, most vehicles today, okay, it's a convenience factor. I get it. But it's also more prone to breakage. And with everything being proprietary or subscription, like a lot of new cars come with heated seats, but you have to pay a special price on a subscription every year. They come with, the radio, you have to have a subscription. If you want your tire pressure gauges to read on the dashboard, you need to have a subscription. If something breaks, you have to take it in to get it fixed. You can't just replace it. Tesla started that. A lot of other companies are following through. Apple is big for it. You can't just replace a part in an Apple computer. First of all, Apple probably won't sell you the new part. It's proprietary. You have to send it to Apple. And then they'll say, oh, it's not fixable. You have to buy a new one. What about all my stuff that's on the old one? Sorry. There's even, like, I've got a Paint Shop Pro program that I bought 20 years ago. It's on a disc, but it doesn't work anymore because it's no longer recognized by, like, the last 2 operating systems. You have to go in, download the new app, and get a subscription for it. There is a free part that you can use, but it's very, very, very basic. And some things that like you bought a lifetime subscription for. I can't remember the name of the editing program. But years ago you could buy a lifetime subscription. Every time it would upgrade, you get the free upgrade. Well now, not only won't it upgrade if you don't have a subscription, but for the most part, the old stuff doesn't work on the new computers. So, it just bugs me. It's something that pesters me a lot. And then there's things, you know, they work without conflict, without any problems at all. Because they haven't figured out how to make them wear out quicker, I guess. Anyway. Sorry so late tonight. Sorry for the inadequate lighting, but like I said, I wasn't feeling all that great. I still got a bit of a headache. It's not bad. Just one of them things, right? Let me know what you think, folks. You got a problem with technology too? Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever did y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they ain't, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Excuse me. Oh, technology. Yeah. This one I like. Yeah, this little fan. It blows a lot of air. From 3 or 4 feet away, keeps the bugs away. I'll put a link to that one down in the description. I'll have, yeah. Where was I? I don't remember. Slotchy, y'all.